Gathered on this side. Yeah. Ronald, good afternoon. I know it'll be 11 days by the time you kick off against Stoke since you last played. Has that been a good thing, having a little break?
No. No, because we lost our FA Cup game, and I was watching FA Cup this weekend, and it wasn't nice, because you like to be involved in every competition, but okay, we need to accept it, how difficult it is, but of course it gave us a rest. But like Stoke, it's no difference between them and Everton, and okay, we know it's a nice one to play.
And when you're winning games, you want to carry on and win more, don't you? You're on a good run at the moment, and the mood around the club must be quite good, to say the least.
Yeah, it's good. It's always depending results in football. We had last 3 games in the Premier League, 3 clean sheets, 9 points, and that's really good. But we like to keep that momentum, and fitness-wise, the team is on a high level, on a better level than it was in the beginning of the season, and that's good. We're working hard to keep the level and to keep good results.
Is that pleasing you more than many things at the moment? Clean sheets. It was a problem early in the season, but now, as you say, 3 on the run, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but overall, I think we are defending well. It's not easy to score against us. The team is really improved in defensive team organization. I think we are improved in defending set plays. That was one of the biggest issues compared to last season, and okay, that's working hard. Give them good organization in defending, and that's good, because that's always the point to start. It start not in front; it start always behind, and that is giving everybody a good confidence, and that everybody knows. Then we can keep, we can get clean sheets, and that's a comfortable situation. But every game is a challenge to get a clean sheet.
Does that mean that Joel Robles is most definitely your number 1 goalkeeper at the moment?
No, it's not fair to speak about who's the number 1 and who's the number 2. But of course, Joel is doing well. There's no reason at the moment to change that. I think he gave really that competition after a disappointed period from the summer, because in that situation Martin was the goalkeeper who played from the beginning, and okay, he's improving. He gave Martin that competition, and okay, sometimes you need to be lucky in sports. Martin get an injury, and he did really well, and the team was good. We had some clean sheets, and most of the games we won. And okay, it's difficult and hard to take for Martin, but that's football, that's business, and sometimes you need to wait for your opportunity to come back. And but that means that Joel is playing to Wednesday.
Is that an area you'd still like to strengthen and add competition for, the goalkeeper's spot?
I don't know. Maybe for next season, but still we have 3-4 months to go, and it's too early to take that kind of decisions.
What are you expecting from Stoke? They've certainly improved of late, haven't they? I know you've beaten them this season at Goodison, but they've come on since then, haven't they?
Yeah, we know they are strong at home. It's a difficult place to go. We know they have some good players. I think they had a difficult start of the season. I think the team now is what everybody expects from Stoke. Good football. Crouch is playing. That's also possible to play more direct, and when everybody knows, keep them out of the box. If not, you can get problems. And okay, that's what we need to do, at least if he is starting, then how we press and how we push our defenders up.
You're seventh at the moment, Ronald. Many people say that that's the maximum that Everton can expect. What are your ambitions? You're only 5 points behind Manchester United. It's not insurmountable, is it?
No, but I think like everybody, you have always ambitions. If you are the seventh, you look always above yourself, and of course also we looked behind us. The teams are coming and close to Everton, but we can be happy at the moment. But it's still 3 months to play. It can happen a lot of things in football, and just keep the momentum, and then we will see what is possible.
Have you got Idrissa Gueye on the way back from the African Cup of Nations?
Normally Ghana will be back tomorrow afternoon. He will be not involved in Wednesday, and for Saturday, yes.
Saturday, yes. Great to have him back.
Yeah.
Although it's been a good spell without him, hasn't it? Which is strange.
Yeah, one side maybe it's strange because he showed to be a very good midfield player and winning second balls and aggressive player on the midfield. But we have other good midfield players, and everybody knows we have really tough competition between them, and that's good to have it. And of course, I'm happy that he will come back.
You're happy to let a couple of players leave the club. Darren Gibson and Brian Oviedo are up at Sunderland trying to complete deals. You're happy for them to go and play football elsewhere?
Yes, of course, because in the situation of Brian Oviedo was difficult, because he is and was the backup for Leighton on the left full-back position, and but finally I changed my mind. I spoke to the player, and he was always a perfect professional. And okay, I understand his feeling. It was difficult for him. He get a new challenge to play in Sunderland, and that was difficult because first of all, I mentioned to him, no way, no chance, because we need also backups and we need competition. But as a football man, I changed my mind. I don't know if it's the best decision what I make, but really I like the boy, and he was working hard, and that was the reason that finally he get a chance to play.
A compassionate decision.
Yeah, difficult, but okay. I think if we get any problem on that position, we have some good young ones, and we can do it with the players what we have at the moment in our squad.
Does that alter the position with Brendan Galloway on loan at West Bromwich Albion? Is he a defender in that position that you'd look to?
Yeah, but he's playing on that position, but we agree a deal with West Brom that he was on loan till the end of the season, and that is not changed.
So any other areas that you might be looking to improve upon and strengthen over the next 24, 36 hours or so?
Yeah, but okay, we know what we want. If we don't get the players what we want, we don't sign players to get numbers in the squad. We need, if we sign a player, it's really that player who brings what we don't have, and who brings a lot of qualities to the team. If it's not possible today or tomorrow, then we will wait till the summer, and that's more easier than it's in January.
Would Michael Keane of Burnley be one of those players that you would be looking at in the centre-back position?
Yes, but he is one of that list, like some more defenders on that position. But okay, it's a young English defender, and of course he is. But I heard he's on more lists in different teams. I think we are looking for everybody on that position. What we need for next season, or even for the future in the club.
Are you still looking in the centre forward position to give some backup to Romelu Lukaku?
No, we have Anna Valencia as a backup in that position, and that's enough.
What will you be doing on transfer deadline day? I know you're probably training tomorrow, and then do you head down to Stoke?
No, but my job is to prepare the team for Wednesday. If there happened anything maybe a surprise, I don't know, but I'm focused on the training for tomorrow, the preparation for the game, and to get a good result this Wednesday.
And just one eye on Sky Sports News to see what's happening.
I think it's Liverpool-Chelsea tomorrow, no? I think it's a nice one to watch.
Yeah, that's only between 7 and 10 though, so... Deadline is up until 11.
No, a deadline is deadline, everybody knows, but I think you will be more busy than I am tomorrow. I think so.
Thank you.
Ronald, as we're on the subject of names, have you got the list there, by the way, with all the names on?
No, but okay, everybody, you prepare yourself, and you have always list in each position in the team, and that's names, but that's not important for now.
Just one name, I promise. Ashley Young, is he anywhere near the list?
No, he's not on the list.
No interest at all. Okay, I mean, would you rather put your faith in these younger players that you've got if you're not going to get someone that you'd like first choice in January? You're more than comfortable to use the youngsters?
Yeah, because I believe in the qualities of some young players, and I think if you can't sign the player what you want, and it is more experienced players at the moment with more qualities, then I will do it with young players, with talent players, because that makes also a very good commitment to the club. And okay, we know we have some good young ones, and already some are part in the team in the last few weeks, and that's good because that's the future, and they improve and they bring a lot of spirit to the squad in the sessions, and that's good.
Of course, one of them is a new signing, Ademola Lookman, but Tom Davis, I imagine, feels like a new signing for you.
That's always, you never know about young players when they make really that next step to the first team, and what Tom did in the last 2 months was really good, and he's showing his qualities, but he's still a young player, and young players, sometimes after a good begin, they maybe they're a little bit more struggling, but that's normal in the development of young players. And like Mason Holgate, he played already 8, 9, 10 games in the first team, and it's more what the boy expects for this season. And Lookman is also that player who brings quality to the team, and I mentioned that last week. I'm really impressed with his qualities, and he will get game time, and he will get time and to develop the young player that he one day is really that first team player what we expect.
It's pretty unfair, Ronald, to say that there was a lull mid-season, but having won these 3 games on the trot now, what have you been working on specifically? What's changed? Is something clicking that wasn't there before?
No, it's not, and that's sometimes difficult to explain why you are in a bad run or why you are in a good run. But sometimes it's difficult to explain why, because we don't do things different now than we did in October. And yes, we play a little bit now different in system. Yes, what we did, what we changed, and that gives the team really that comfortable feeling in defending our opponents. And okay, but in training session, in daily basis, we did not change.
I don't know if someone explained it to you when you first came to manage in England at Southampton, but what is it about Stoke, because it's become a cliche in English football now, can they do it on a cold, wet Wednesday night at Stoke? What's so difficult about going there?
It can be windy. I know. I think we had, in my time in Southampton, also we played one time League Cup against Stoke on a Tuesday evening. It was windy, it was raining. Makes it difficult, but the same, okay, for the home team. Of course, they maybe adapted a little bit more to that kind of weather, but we know it's difficult, but it's no issue for us. Everybody knows the place, and for some players will be maybe the first time, but we know it's a difficult place to go, but they are not unbeatable at home.
I was saying to Mason Holgate earlier, we should just let the 2 managers get on the pitch. That'd be a cracking game, wouldn't it?
That was.
How impressed have you been with the way they've turned it around, Stoke? It only feels like yesterday they were bottom of the league and everyone was saying they're doomed and they're going to the Championship.
Yeah, but I think everybody was surprised that they had a difficult start in the season because they have really good players. They are a strong team. I think Mark Hughes is doing a great job over there in the last few seasons, always between the first 10 clubs on the table, and that's really good. I think with some good individual players what they have, and makes them a strong team.
Just lastly from me, I know you touched on it with Alan, but when you look at the 6 teams above you, you probably can't have too many complaints. If you call them now a big 6, those teams that are ahead of you in the table, does it become the best of the rest, knowing your mentality?
Yeah, but for the best of the rest, you don't win titles, you don't win cups. Of course, everybody knows, and in life you need to be realistic. And but we try to finish on the highest position on the table, what is possible, and the best way to do that is day by day, game by game, and that's the best way to be successful.
Ronald, can I just ask you about Tyus Browning, signed a new 2.5-year deal, moved to Preston on loan for the remainder of the season as well. Good chance for him to gain valuable experience.
Yeah, because he had a long-term injury. He had a few games in the under 23 this season, and now it's to make the next step is to be competitive every weekend. And he's a young player; he needs to play, and that's the reason that he get his opportunity to play in Preston.
Ronald, you mentioned the FA Cup at the start of the press conference, and there's been a lot of criticism of managers over the last couple of days for making wholesale changes to their team and perhaps that devaluing the cup. Just wondering what your thoughts were on that kind of debate.
But it's always difficult because you don't know why manager change or I don't know why, but I'm not that because I like to play cup football and we lost. But I never changed many players for the cup because, in my opinion, FA Cup, the Capital One Cup, is important because that's titles for clubs, and maybe if you play for Europe can be different because about many games that they need to play. But teams who are not involved in Europe, it's, in my opinion, totally different.
Just finally, is there any fresh injury concerns that might change the squad from the last game?
No.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.